are seen. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure piteous overthrow do with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which, but their children's end not could remove, is now the 2-hour traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
Oh, Bella strike! I strike quickly being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's.
That shows thee a weak slave. For the weakest goes to the wall.
True. And therefore women, being the weaker vessel, are ever thrust to the wall. Therefore, I will push Montague's men from the wall and thrust his maids to the wall.
The quarrel is between our masters and us their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. When I have fought with the men, I will be cruel with the maids, and cut off their heads.
The heads of the maids.
Aye, the heads of the maids. Or their maiden heads. Take it in what sense thou wilt.
Take it in sense that feel it.
Me they shall feel, while I am able to stand, and 'tis known I am a pretty piece of flesh.
Draw thy tool. Here comes through the house of Montague.
My naked weapon is out. Forth, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run.
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the wall of our sides. Let them begin.
I will frown as I pass by and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is the law of our side if I say aye?
No.
No, sir, I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you.
No better?
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen.
Yes, better.
You lie.
Draw, you men. Gregory, remember thy swashing blow.
Put up thy sword! You know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn? Among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benvolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or manage to depart these men with me.
What, draw and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at thee, coward!
Give me my lord!
Enemies to peace! Profaners of this neighbor's state still will they not hear?
What call you men, you beasts? And quit the fire of your pernicious reign with trouble found issuing from your veins. On pain of torture from those bloody hands, throw your mistempered weapons to the ground. And hear the sentence of your moving prince. 3 civil brawls bred of an eerie word by thee, old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiets of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of peace. For at this time the rest of you depart away. You, Capulet, shall go along with me. And Montague, come you this afternoon to know our father's pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worshipped sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drove me to Ottenbrock, where underneath the grove of sycamore that westward rooteth from the city side, so early walking did I see your son. Towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stole into the coverts of the wood.
Many a morning hath he there been seen, with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew. Away from light steals home my heavy son, and private in his chamber pens himself, shuts up his windows, locks fair daylight out, and makes himself an artificial night. Black and portentous must this humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know it nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many other friends, but he his own affection's counselor is to himself. I will not say how true, but to himself so secret and so close.
Could we but know from whence his sorrows grow, we would as willingly give cure as know.
See where he comes? So, please you, step aside. I'll know his grievance, or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy, but I stay to hear truth stripped. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But noon struck 9.
I mean, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hence so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that, which having makes them short.
In love.
Out.
Of love.
Out of her favor where I am in love.
Tell me, in sadness, who is that you love?
What? Shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan, why no, but sadly, tell me who.
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I aimed so near when I supposed you loved.
A right good mark, man, and she's fair, I love.
All right, fair mark, fair cuz, as soon as hit.
Well, in that hit you miss. She'll not be hit. She is rich in beauty. Only poor that when she dies, with beauty dies her store.
Oh, then she hath sworn that she was still a chick.
She hath, and in that sparing make huge waste. She hath forsworn to love, and in that vow do I live dead that live to tell it now.
Are you ruled by me? Forget to think of her.
Ah, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty into thine eyes.
Examine other beauties. 'Tis the way to call hers exquisite. In question more, these happy masks that kiss fair ladies' brows, being black, puts us in mind they hide the fair. He that is struck blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost. Show me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note, where I may read who passed that passing fair? Farewell, thou canst not teach me to forget.
I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
Montague is bound as well as I in penalty alike. 'Tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
If by saying o'er what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
And too soon martyr, though so early made. The earth hath swallowed all my hopes but she. She's the hopeful lady of my earth. But woo her, gentle Paris, get her heart. Her will to my consent is but a part. Does she agree? Within her scope of choice lies my consent and fair according voice. This night I hold an old accustomed feast, whereto I have invited many a guest. Such as I love, and you among the store, one more most welcome makes my number more. Come, go with me. Go, Sirrah, trudge about. Through fair Verona find those persons out, whose names are written there, and to them say, my house and welcome on my pleasure stay.
Find them out whose names are written. Here it is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find those persons whose names are writ, and can never find what names the writing person hath here writ. I must to the learned in good time.
Hi, Romeo, art thou mad? Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped and tormented, and oh God, and good fellow.
God did it. I pray, sir, can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune and my misery.
Perhaps you've learned it without book, but I pray, sir, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters and the language.
Ye say honestly, rest you, Mary.
No, stay, fellow, I can read. Signor Martino and his wife and daughter, County Paris and his beauteous sisters, the lady widow of Vitravio, Mercutio and her brother Aeschylus, mine uncle Capulet, his wife and daughters, my fair niece Rosaline, Senior Samson and his cousin Tybalt, Gregory and the lively Helena, a fair assembly. Whither should they come?
Up,
Whither? To supper?
to our house.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now I'll tell you without asking. You see, my master is the great and rich Capulet, and if you be not of the house of Montagues, I pray come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you, Mary.
At this same ancient feast of Capulets sups the fair Rosalind, whom thou so loves, with all the admired beauties of Verona. Go thither, and with unattainted eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse! Where is my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now, by my maidenhead, a 12-year-old, I bade her come. But lamb, but ladybird, God forbid, where's this girl? What, Juliette? How now? Who calls? Mother.
Madam, I am here. What is your will? This is the matter. Nurse, give us leave a while. We must talk in secret.
nurse cursed in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence to wait. I beseech you follow straight.
We follow thee. Juliette, the county stays. Go, girl. Sing happy nights to happy days. Oh, just love me. Just love me. Just love me.
Just love me.
And now that I can dance, watch me now. Hey!
Give me a torch. I am not for this ambling.
Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
You have dancing shoes with nimble shoals. I have a soul of lead, so it stakes me to the ground. I cannot move.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings. Soar with them above the common bound.
I am too sore and pierced with his shaft, too sore with his like feathers, and too bound. I cannot bound a pitch above dull woe. Under love's heavy burden do I sink.
And to sink in it should you burden love. Too great oppression for a tender thing.
Oh, is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorns.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down!
Torture me! Let wantons light of heart tickle the senseless rushes with their heels. For I am proverbed with a grandsire phrase. I'll be a candle holder and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done. And we mean well in going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, where they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. Now she is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone. On the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs. And in this state she gallops, night by night, through lovers' brains. And then they dream of love. On courtiers' knees, who dreamed on a curtsy straight, or lawyers' fingers, who straight dreamt on fees, or ladies' lips, who dream on kisses straight, who oft the angry mab with blisters plagues, because their breath with sweet meats tainted are. Sometimes she driveth o'er a soldier's neck, and then dreams he of cutting foreign throats, of breeches and muscadas, Spanish blades, of health's 5 fathom deep, and then anon drums in his ears at which he starts and wakes, and being less frighted, swears a prayer or two and sleeps again. This is the hag, when maids lie on their backs, that presses them and learns them first to bear, making them women of good carriage. This is she.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkst of nothing.
True. I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, begot of nothing but vain fantasy, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos even now the frozen bosom of the north, and being angered puffs away from thence, turning his side to the dew-dropping south.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin this fearful date with this night's revels, and expire the term of a despised life closed in my breast by some vile forfeit of untimely death. But he that hath the stirrage of my course direct my suit. Ah, lusty gentlemen!
Welcome, gentlemen! Ah, my mistresses, which of you all will now deny today? You are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musician, play!
wishes to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night as a rich jewel in an Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for use, for earth too dear. So shows a snowy dove, swooping with crows, as yonder lady o'er her fellows shows. The measure done, I'll watch her place of stand, and touching hers, make blessed my rude hand. Did my heart love till now? Forswear its sight, for I never saw true beauty till this night.
This by his voice should be a Montague. Fetch me my broadsword, boy. What dares the slave come hither covered with an antic face, to fleer and scorn at our solemnity? Now by the stock and honor of my kin, to strike him dead, I hold it not a sin.
Why, how now, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe, a villain that has come in spite to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle coz. He bears him like a portly gentleman. To say a truth, Verona brags of him. Therefore be patient, take no note of him. It is my will, the which, if thou respects, show a fair presence, put off these frowns, and there'll be seeming semblance for a feast.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured.
Why, uncle? 'Tis a shame.
Go to. Go to. You are a saucy boy, as so indeed.
I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall, now seeming sweet, convert to bitter gall.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle sin is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, did ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands, which pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
I pilgrim lips that they must use in prayer.
Ah, then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not, while my prayers effect I take. Thus from my lips, by thine, my sin is purged.
And have my lips the sin that they have took?
Sin from my lips. Oh, trespass, sweetly urged. Give me my sin again.
You kissed by the book?
Your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor, her mother is the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise, and a virtuous. I nursed her daughter that you talked withal. I tell you, he that lays hold of her shall have the cheeks.
Is she a Capulet? Oh, dear account, my life is my foe's death.
Away, begone, the sport is at the best.
Aye, so I fear the more is my unrest.
Nay, gentlemen, prepare not to be gone. We have a trifling foolish banquet towards. Why is it eat so? Why did I thank you all? I thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. Hey, more torches here. Come on.
Oh, come hither, nurse! What is yon gentleman? I know not. Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedded bed. His name is Romeo, and a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this?
What's this? A rhyme I learned e'en now of when I danced withal. Juliette! Anon! Anon! Come away, the strangers have all gone.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out.
Romeo! My cousin, Romeo! Romeo!
He is wise, and on my life hath stolen him on to bed.
Grant this way and let this orchard wall. Call, good Mercutio.
Nay! I'll conjure too. Romeo! Humors, passion, madman, lover, appear thou in the likeness of a sigh. Speak but one rhyme, and I am satisfied. He moveth not, he heareth not, he stirreth not. The ape is dead. I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eyes, by her high forehead and scarlet lip, by her fine foot, straight leg, and quivering thigh, and the domains that there adjacent lie, that in thy likeness thou appear to us.
If he hears thee, thou wilt anger him.
My invocation is fair and honest, and in his mistress' name I conjure only but to raise up him.
Come. He hath hid himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is his love, and best befits the dark.
If love be blind, love cannot hit the mark. Now will he sit under a medlar tree and wish his mistress were that kind of fruit that maids call medlars when they laugh alone. Oh, Romeo, that she were, oh, that she were an open, or thou a poppered pear. Romeo, good night. I'll to my truckle bed. This field bed is too cold for me to sleep. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis in vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
She jests at scars that never felt a wound. But soft. What light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she. It is my lady. It is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. Two of the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres till they return. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek.
I mean...
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel. For thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head, as is a winged messenger of heaven.
Romeo. Romeo. Wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn to my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
Oh, 'tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, or be some other part belonging to a man. What? In a word that which we call a rose, by any other word would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title Romeo.
take thee at thy word. But call me my love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name. I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have yet not drunk 100 words of thy tongue's uttering, and yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if either thee dislike.
Well, how camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place dead, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find me here.
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out. And what love can do, that dares love attempt. Therefore thy kinsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enmity.
I would not for the world they found thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their eyes. And but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate than death prorogued wanting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst you out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot, yet wert thou as far as that vast shore washed with the farthest sea. I should adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on thy face, else would a maiden blush bepaint my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form. Fain! Deny what I have spoke. But farewell compliment. Dost thou love? I know thou wilt say aye. And I will take thy word. Yet if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries they say joke laughed. O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair Montague, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayest think my behavior light, but trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than thou that have coined to be strange. I should have been more strange. I must confess that thou wert hurts ere I was bare my true love's passion. Therefore pardon me, and not impute this yielding to light love which the dark night hath so discovered.
Lady, by yonder moon I vow that tips with silver all these fruit
I
treetops.
swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, least that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, which is the God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love...
Do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, and too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet
knight, all this is but a dream. Too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow by one that I'll procure to come to thee. Where and what time thou wilt perform the rite, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world. I come anon, but I do beseech thee, if thou meanst not well, I do not, by I come to cease thy strife, and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I shall send
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst of want I like. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books. But love from love toward school with heavy looks.
Romeo!
My dear!
What o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
By the hour of 9.
I shall not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I half forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it.
I should forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
And I'll still stay to have thee still forget. Forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no further than a wanton's bird, so loving, jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet, so would I. Yet I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night.
No! Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes. Peace in thy breast.
Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly friar's close sell, his help to crave, and my dear half to tell.
The gray-eyed morn smiles on the frowning night, checkering the eastern clouds with streaks of light. Now, ere the sun advance his burning eye, the day to cheer and night's dank dew to dry, I must upfill this osier cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juiced flowers. The earth that's nature's mother is her tomb. What is her burying grave? That is her womb. And from her womb, children of diverse kind, we, sucking on her natural bosom, find many virtues excellent. None but for some, and yet all different. For not so vile that on this earth doth live, but to the earth's some special good doth give. Nor aught so good, but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice, being misapplied, and vice sometime by action dignified. Within the infant rind of this weak flower, poison hath residence, and medicine power.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedicite. What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues a distempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Therefore thy earliness doth me assure thou art aroused with some distemperature. Or if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
That last was true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Was thou with Rosaline?
With Rosaline, my ghostly father? No. I have forgot that name, and that name's woe.
Oh, that's my good son. But where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee ere thou ask it me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy, where on a sudden one hath wounded me, that's by me wounded. Both are remedies within thy help and holy physic lies.
Be plain, good son. Rest homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is on mine, and all combined, save what thou must combine by holy marriage. Where and when and how we met, we wooed and made exchange of vow, I'll tell thee as we pass. But this I pray, that thou consent to marry us today.
Holy St. Francis! What a change is here! Is Rosalind that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Oh, young men's love then lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes.
Thou chidest me oft for loving Rosaline.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
I pray thee chide me not. Her I love now. Doth grace for grace and love for love allow, the other did not so.
Oh, she knew well. Thy love did read by rote, that could not spell. But come, young waverer, come, go with me. In one respect, I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household rancor to pure love.
Ah, let us hence, I stand on sudden haste.
And wisely and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
But not to his father's. Spoke with his man.
Why, that same pale, hard-hearted wench, that Rosaline, torments him so, that he will sure remember.
Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, has sent a letter to his father's house.
A challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
And he will answer the letter's master how he dares, being dare.
Alas, he is already dead, stabbed with the white wench's black eye, run through the ear with the love song, the very pin of his heart cleft with the blind bow-boy's butt shaft. Is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
More than Prince of Cats. Oh, he's the courageous captain of compliments. He fights, as you sing prick song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. He rests his minnow, 1, 2, and the third in your bosom. The very butcher of a silk button. A duelist. A duelist. A gentleman of the very first house of the first and second cause. Oh, the immortal, Passado, the punto reverso, the
The what?
Fox of such antic lisping, affecting fantasies, these new tuners of accent. Oh, Yesu, a very good blade, a very tall man, a very good whore.
Here comes Romeo. Here comes Romeo.
Signor Romeo, bonjour. There's a French salutation to your French slob. You gave us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to you both. What counterfeit did I give you?
Oh, the slip, sir. The slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, Mercutio. My business was great. And in such a case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
Ooh, that's as much as to say. Such a case as yours constrains a man to bow in the hands.
Meaning the courtesy.
Thou hast most kindly hit it.
Most courteous exposition.
Nay, I am the very pink of courtesy.
Pink for flower?
Right.
Well then, is my pump well flowered?
Surely. Follow me this jest. Now till thou hast worn out thy pump, that when the single soul of it is worn, the jest may remain after the wearing, a soul singular.
Oh, single-souled jest? Solely singular for the singleness.
Come between us, good Benvolio, my wits fang.
Oh, swits and spurs! Swits and spurs are all cry a match!
Hey, if our wits run the wild goose chase, I am done. For thou hast more of the wild goose in one of thy wits than I'm sure I have in my whole 5. Was I with you there for the goose?
Thou was not with me for anything when thou was not there for the goose. Oh.
I will bite thee by the ear, let's
Nay, good goose, bite not!
Now is not this better than groaning for love? Now art thou sociable. Now art thou Romeo. Now art thou what thou two. A shirt and a smock.
Peter,
A nod.
my fan, Peter.
Good Peter to hide her face. For her fans, the fair face.
God ye good
Oh,
Mark.
God, be good and fair, gentlewoman.
Is it good as...
'Tis no less, I tell you. For the body hand of the dial is now upon the prick of noon.
Out upon you, what a man are you?
A gentlewoman that God hath made, himself to mar.
Can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you found him than he was when you saw him. I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a word.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will indict him to some supper.
A bond. So home. Oh, Romeo, will you do your father's will to dinner thither?
I will follow you.
Oh, well, farewell, ancient lady. Farewell, lady. Lady.
A lady! I pray you, sir, what saucy merchant was this that was so full of her
A
roguery?
gentlewoman nurse that loves to hear herself talk, and will speak more in a minute than she will stand to in a month.
And she speak anything against me, I'll take her down. And were she lustier than she is, and 20 such jacks, if I cannot, I'll find those that shall. Scurvy knave! I am none of her flirt kills. I am none of her skein mates, and thou must stand by to and suffer every knave to use me at his pleasure.
I saw no man use you at his pleasure. If I had, my weapon should have quickly been out, I warrant you. I dare draw as soon as another man, if I see occasion in good quarrel, and the law on my side.
Now, fore God, I am so vexed that every part of me quivers. Scurvy knave! Pray you, sir, a word. As I told you before, the young lady bid me inquire you out. What she bid me say, I'll keep to myself. But first I shall tell you this. If ye should lead her in a fool's paradise, as they say, it were a very gross kind of behavior, as they say. For the gentlewoman is young, and therefore if ye should deal double with her, truly, it were an ill thing to be offered to any woman, and a very weak dealing.
Nurse, commend me to my lady and mistress. I do protest unto thee.
Good heart, and the faith I'll tell her as much. Lord, she'll be a joyful woman.
Bid her devise some means to come to shrift this afternoon, and there she shall at Friar Lawrence cell be shrived and married. Oh, here is for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Oh, go to, I say you shall.
1,000 times. Peter!
Anon.
Forward apace!
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. But perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. She is late. But love's perils should be thoughts which 10 times faster glides than the sun's beams. Had she affections and warm youthful blood, she would be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me, but old folks, many feign as they were dead. Unwieldy, oh, slow, heavy, pale bled. Oh, God, she comes.
Oh, honey nurse, what news?
God, why lookest thou sad? When news be sad, yet tell them merrily.
I am a weary, give me leave a while. Fie, how my bones ache.
smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen. Amen. But come, what sorrow can, it cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love, devouring death, do what he dare. It is enough. I may call her mine.
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die like fire and powder, which as they kiss, consume. The sweetest honey is loathsome in his own deliciousness, and in the taste confounds the appetite. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy is too slow. Oh, here comes the lady. Oh, so light of foot.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Romeo shall thank thee, daughter, for his book.
Oh, as much to him, else it is thanks too much.
Ah, Juliet, if the measure of thy joy be heaped like mine, and that thy skill be more to blazon it, then sweeten with thy breath this neighbor air, and let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive in either by this dear encounter. Come, go with me, and we will make short work, for by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, ambulance abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl, for now these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Thou art like one of these fellows, that when he enters the confines of a tavern, claps me his sword upon the table and says, God, send me no need of thee. And by the operation of the second cup, draws him on the draw, when indeed there is no need.
Am I like such a fellow?
Oh, come, thou art as hot a jack in my mood as any in Italy. And as soon moving to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
By my head, here come the Capulets.
By my heel I care not.
Gentlemen, good den. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
You shall find me apt enough to that, sir. And you will give me occasion.
Oh, could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou consorts with Romeo.
Consort! What dost thou make us minstrels? And thou make minstrels of us. Look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick. Here's that shall make you dance. Come, consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw unto some private place, or reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here, all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
But I'll be hanged, sir, if he wear your livery. Marry, go before the field. He'll be your follower, your worship in that sense. May call him man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain am I none. Therefore farewell. I see thou knowest me not.
Boy, this shall not excuse the injuries that thou hast done me. Therefore turn and draw.
I protest I never injured thee, but loved thee better than thou canst devise.
Calm. Dishonorable, vile submission. While staccato carries it away. Tybalt, you rat catcher. Will you walk?
What wouldst thou have with me?
Oh, good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives.
I am for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy rapier up.
Come, sir. You're passado.
Malvolio, leave down the weapons! Gentlemen, for grace, forbear this outrage! Hold! Mercutio! You have forbidden me! You are free! man, the hurt cannot be much.
No! 'Tis not so deep as a well, nor so wide as a church door. But there 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Look for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a brave man. Then, Peppered, I warrant for this world a plague on both your houses. What a dog! A rat! A mouse! A cat to scratch a man to death! A braggart! A rogue! A villain that fights for the book of arithmetic! Why the devil came you between us? I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
How can this houseman bully around with fate? A plague on both your houses. You have made worms meat of me. I have it and soundly to your houses.
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got her mortal hurt on my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt, that an hour hath been my cousin. Ah! Sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in thy temper softened valor's steel.
Romeo? Brave Mercutio is dead.
This day's black fate on more days depend. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
He gone in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Well, Tybalt, take the villain back again that late thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul is little way above our heads. Either thou or I or both must go with her.
Thou wretched boy, that didst consort her here, shall with her hence.
This shall determine that.
Away. Begone the citizens, or out and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will do me death if thou art taken hence. Begone. Away.
Oh, I am fortune fool!
Why dost thou stay?
Where the foul beginners of this fray?
Oh, noble prince, I can discover all the unlucky manage of this fatal brawl. There lies the man slain by young Romeo, that slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio.
Tybalt! My cousin! Oh, my brother's child!
Benvolio, who began this fray?
Tybalt, you're slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay.
He is a kinsman to the Montagues. Affection makes him false. I beg for justice, which thou must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio. Who now to the price of his dear blood thou owe?
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end. The life of Tybalt.
And for this offense, immediately we do exile him hence. Let Romeo hence in haste, else when he is found that hour is his last. Bear forth his body and attend our will. Mercy, not murder, pardoning those that kill.
should dwell in such a gorgeous palace. There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in men. All perjured, all forsworn, all not, all dissemblers. Shame come to Romeo.
No, blistered be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow, shame is a shame to sit, for 'tis a throne where honor may be crowned, sole monarch of the universal earth. Oh, what a beast was I to chide him.
You speak well of him that killed your cousin.
And I speak ill of him that is my husband. Ah, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have slain my husband. Back, foolish tears. Back to your native stream. Your tributary drops belong to woe, which you mistaking offer up to joy. My husband lives, that Tybalt would have slain, and Tybalt dead, that would have slain my husband. All this is comfort, wherefore weep I then. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banisheth. That one word banisheth hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was bad enough if it had ended there, or if sour woe delights in fellowship and needly will be ranked with other griefs. Why followed not when she said Tybalt's dead thy father, or thy mother, nay, or both, which modern lamentation might have moved? But which, a rearward following Tybalt's death, Romeo is banished. To speak that word is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. Romeo is banished. To speak that word, there is no end, no limit, measure bound. In that word's death, no words can that woe sound. Where is my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and wailing over Tybalt's corse. Will you go to them, I will bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. But I, a maid, die maiden widowed, and death not Romeo, take my maiden head.
Hie into your chamber, I'll find Romeo to comfort you. I wot well where he is. Hark ye, your Romeo will be here soon tonight. I'll find him. He is hid for himself.
Bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man. Affliction is enamored of thy parts, and thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment vanished from his lips. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Banishment. Be merciful, say death. For exile hath more terror in his look, much more than death. Do not say banishment.
Here from Verona art thou banished. But be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world without Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Hence banished is banished from the world, and world's exile is death. Then banished is death mistermed. Calling death banished, thou cutt'st my head off with a golden axe, and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
Oh, deadly sin.
Rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law calls death.
But the kind prince, taking thy part, hath rushed aside the law and turned that black word death to exile. This is dear mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on her, but Romeo may not. More validity, more honorable state, more courtship lives in carrion flies than Romeo. They may seize on the white wonder of dear Juliet's hand and steal immortal blessing from her lips, who even in pure and confess still modesty, still blush, as thinking their own kiss is sin. This may flies do, when I from this must fly, and sayest thou yet that exile is not death? But Romeo may not, he is banished. Hadst thou no sharp ground knife, no poison mixed, no sudden mean of death, no ne'er so mean, but banished to kill me, banished. Friar, damn it, use that word in hell. Howlings attended. How has then the heart, being a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, and my friend professed, to mangle me with that word banished?
Fond madman, hear me speak.
Thou wilt speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word. Adversity's sweet milk, philosophy to comfort thee though thou art banished.
Yet banished? Hang up philosophy, unless philosophy can make a Juliet, displant a town, reverse a prince's doom, it helps not. It prevails not. Talk no more.
Then I see that madmen have no ears.
How should they, when wise men have no eyes?
Let me despair with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not speak of that he does not feel. Wert thou as young as Juliet, my love, an hour but married, Tybalt murdered, doting like me and like me banished, then mightest thou speak. Then mightest thou tear thy hair and fall upon the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks. Hark, how they knock. Who's there? Romeo, arise, thou wilt be taken. Stay a while, stand up. By and by, God's will, run to my study. What simpleness is this? I come! I come! Who knocks so hard? Whence come you? What's your will?
Let me come in and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliette.
Welcome then.
Oh, holy friar, oh, tell me, holy friar, where is my lady's lord? Where is Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Oh, he is even in my mistress' case, just in her case. Even so lies she, oh, woeful sympathy, oh, piteous predicament, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up, stand, and you be a man. For Juliet's sake, for her sake, rise and stand. Why should you fall into so deep an oath?
Oh, nurse.
Ah, sir, death's the end of all.
Speakest thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Doth not she think me an old murderer?
She says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps. And then down falls on her bed, and then starts up, and then on Tybalt calls, and then on Romeo cries. And then down falls again.
As if that name shot from the dead level of a gun did murder her, as that name's cursed hand murdered her kinsman. Tell me, friar, tell me, in what vile part of this anatomy doth this name lodge? Tell me, that I might sack that hateful mansion.
Hold thy desperate hand. Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast, unseemly woman in a seeming man, and ill-beseeming beast in seeming both. Thou hast amazed me. By my holy order, I thought thy disposition better tempered. Hast thou slain Tybalt? Wilt thou slay thyself and slay thy lady, that in thy life lies by doing damned hate upon thyself? What? Rouse thee, man! Thy Juliet is alive, for whose dear sake thou wast but lately dead. There, art thou happy? Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There art thou happy. The law that threatened death became thy friend and turned it to exile. There art thou happy. Go, get thee to thy love as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence and comfort her.
But look, thou stayst not till the watch be set. For then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of thy prince, and call thee back with 20,000 times more joy than thou wentst forth in lamentation. Go before, nurse. Commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed, which heavy sorrow makes him act unto. Romeo is coming! Things have fallen out so unluckily that we have had no time to move our daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. So did I. Well, we were born to die.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madam, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
I will! And know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she is mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Thursday, let it be. Thursday, tell her she shall be married to this noble earl. Will you be ready? Do you like this haste?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Will thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ears. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Young light is not daylight. I know it, It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee this night a torchbearer and light thee on thy way to Mantua. Therefore stay yet, thou needst not be gone.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so thou wilt have it so. I'll say yon gray is not the morning's eye, 'tis but the pale reflex of Cynthia's brow. Nor that is not the lark whose notes to beat the vaulty heaven so high above our heads. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is. I hence be gone away. It is the lark that sings so out of tune, straining harsh discords and unpleasing sharps. Some say the lark makes sweet division. This doth not so, for she divideth us. Oh, now be gone, more light in it, light grows.
More light and light, more dark and dark our woes.
Madam! Nurse, your lady mother has come into your chamber. The tay is broke. Be wary, look about. The window, let day in, and let light out.
Farewell. Farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Would thou be gone so? Love, Lord, husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. By this count I shall be much in years, ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that may convey my greetings, love, to thee.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. And all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come.
Oh God, I have an ill-divining soul. Methinks I see thee now. Thou art so low as one dead in the bottom of a tomb. Either my eyesight fails, or thou lookest pale.
Trust
dry sorrow drinks our blood. And you.
Fortune. Fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, what would thou with him that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, Fortune. For then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back.
Oh, daughter, are you up?
Who is that calls? Is it my lady mother? Is she not down so late or up so early? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliette?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What? Will you wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore, have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Romeo and he be many miles asunder. God pardon, I do with all my heart, and yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor lives.
Aye, madam, from the reach of these my hands would none but I might venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not, then weep no more. I'll send to one in Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live. Shall give him such an unaccustomed dram that he shall soon keep Tittle's company. Then, I hope, thou will be satisfied.
Indeed, I never shall be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him. Dead is my poor heart, so for a kinsman vexed. Madam, if you could find out but a man to bear a poison, I would temper it. That Romeo should upon receipt thereof soon sleep in quiet. How my heart abhors to hear him named, and cannot come to him to wreak the love I bore my cousin upon the body that hath slaughtered him.
Find now the means, and I'll find such a man. But now, I'll tell thee joyful tidings of all.
Joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, beseech your ladyship?
Well, thou hast a careful father, child. One who, to put thee from thy heaviness, has sorted out a sudden day of joy that thou expects not, nor I looked not for.
Madam, in happy time, what is this day?
Married, my child. Early next Thursday morn, the young gallant noble gentleman, the county parish at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee a joyful bride.
Why, St. Peter's Church, and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I pray to tell my lord and father, madam, I will not marry yet, and when I do, it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate rather than Paris. These are news indeed.
Here comes your father now. Tell him so yourself, and see how he will take it at your hands.
I'm out, wife. Have you delivered to her our decree?
Aye, sir. But she will none. She gives you thanks. I, for the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How will she not? Does she not give us thanks? Is she not proud? Does she not count her blessed unworthy as she is that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I have, but thankful even for hate that is men love.
Now, chop logic, what is this? Proud, and I thank you not. Thank me, no thank go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee unheard thither. Out, you great sickness carrying! Out, you begging tallow face!
Why, what are you mad? Good father, I beseech you on my knees. Hear me with patience, but to speak a word.
Hang thee, young baggage, you disobedient wretch. I tell thee what, get thee to church on Thursday, or never after look me in the face. Speak not, reply not, no, do not answer me. My fingers itch, wife. We scarce thought us blessed that God had planned us but this only child. But now I see this one is one too much, and we have a curse in having her. Out on her hilding.
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rape her so.
And why, my lady wisdom? Hold your tongue, good prudence, smatter with your gossip, go.
I speak no treason. Father of God the good, and may not one speak.
Peace, you mumbling fool. Go, utter your gravity or gossip's vows, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
Sounds bright, it makes me mad. To answer all not wed, I cannot love, I am too young, I pray you, pardon me. But and you will not wed, I'll pardon you. You graze where you will, you shall not house with me. Look to it, think on it, I do not use to jest. Thursday is near, and on hard advice, and you be mine, I will give you to my friend. And you be not, you hang. Beg, starve, you die in the streets, for by my soul I will ne'er acknowledge thee, nor what is mine shall never do thee good. Trust to it, I will not be forsworn.
Is there no pity that sees into the bottom of my grief?
Sweet my mother, cast me not away to lay this marriage but a month, a week, or if you do not make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I am done with thee.
Oh God! Oh nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, and my faith in heaven. How shall that faith return again to earth, unless my husband sendeth me from heaven by leaving earth? Comfort me! Counsel me!
Fate, here it is. Romeo is banished, and all the world to nothing that he dare ne'er come back to challenge you. Or if he do, it needs must be by stealth. And since the case will stand as now done, I think it best to marry with the count. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him. An eagle man and hath not so quick, so green, so fair an eye as Paris hath. Beshrew my very heart, I think you are happy in the second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, your first is dead. Or 'twere as good he were as you living here and no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, or else beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I am gone, having displeased my father to Lord Sell to make confession and to be absolved.
Harry, I will, and this is wisely done.
Oh, ancient damnation! Oh, most wicked fiend! It is more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue which thou hast praised him with above compare so many thousand times. Go, counselor! Thou and my bosom henceforward shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. Though if all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My father, Capulet, will have it so, and I'm nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course, I like it not.
Immoderately, she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore have I little talk of love. For Venus smiles not in a house of tears. Now, sir, her father counts it dangerous that she doth give her sorrows so much sway, and in his wisdom hastes our marriage to stop the inundation of her tears. And now do you know the reason of this haste?
I would I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes the lady towards myself.
And happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That maiden must be love on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's a certain text.
Come you to make confession to this father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
So will ye, I am sure that ye love me.
If I do so, it will be of more price to me to spoke to your face than behind your back.
Poor soul, thy face is much effused with
The
tears.
tears have got small victory by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou wrongest it more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth, and what I spake it to thy face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, you must entreat the time alone.
God shield us should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early will I rouse thee. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Shut the door. When thou hast done so, come meet with me. Past hope, past care, past help.
Ah, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It streams me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may provoke it, on Thursday next be married to this county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise. And with this knife I'll help it presently. Be not so long to speak, I long to die. If what thou speakest speak not of remedy.
Behold, daughter! I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If rather than to marry County Paris thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chide away this shame, that copest with death himself to escape from it? And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Bid me leap, rather than marry Paris from the battlements of any tower, and I'll do it without doubt or fear to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold. Go home. Be merry. Give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Let not thy nurse lie with thee in thy chamber. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilling liquor drink thou of, which presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor, for no pulse shall keep his native progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath will testify thou livest. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there art thou dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, be born to burial in thy kindred's grave. Thou shalt be born to that same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capuets lie. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake shall Romeo, by my letters, know our drift, and hither shall he come, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua, and this shall free thee from this present shame, if no inconstant toy nor womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Give me, tell me not, oh care.
Hold. Get you gone. Be strong and prosperous in this resolve. I'll send a friend with speed Mantua with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and the strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
So many guests invite as here are writ. Sirrah, go hire me 20 honey cooks.
You shall have none else, sir, for I'll try if they can lick their fingers.
Well, canst thou try them so?
Marry, sir, 'tis no cook that cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore, he that cannot lick his fingers goes not with me.
Go, be gone. Ye shall be much unfurnished for this time. What? Is my daughter gone, Friar Lawrence?
I forsooth.
Well, you may chance to do some good on her. Give yourself what harlotry it is.
See where she comes from strips with merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learnt me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. To you, in your behests, I am enjoined by holy lords to fall prostrate here, and beg me pardon. Pardon, I beseech you, henceforward am I ever ruled by you.
Send for the count. Go, tell him of this. I'll have this knotted up tomorrow morning.
Nurse, will you go with me into my closet?
Yeah, go, nurse, go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night.
Hush, I will stir about. All things shall be well. I warned you I'd go out to Juliette, help to deck up her. Now I'll not to bed tonight, let me alone. I'll play the housewife for this once. Whoa! They are all forth. Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to help prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light, since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
I pray you leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to move this heavens to smile upon my state, which well thou knowest is cross and full of sin.
My honor, Juliette, need you my help?
I pray you, let me now be left alone, and let the nurse this night sit up with you, for I'm sure you have your hands full all in this so sudden busyness.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest. For thou hast peace.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of fire. I'll call them back again to comfort me. Nurse, what should she do here? My dismal scene. I needs must act alone. How vile. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison that the friar subtly hath ministered to have me dead? Least in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo. I fear it is, and yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. Oh, how when I am laid into the tomb, I wake before that time that Romeo comes to redeem me. Well, there's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and there die strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or if I live, it is not very like the horrible conceit of death and night together
this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better is it for the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven keeps his part in eternal life. The most you sought was her promotion, for 'twas your heaven she should be advancing. And we be now seeing she is advancing above the clouds, as high as heaven itself. In this love, you love your child so ill that you run mad seeing that she is well. She's not well married that lives married long, but she's best married that dies married young.
All things that we ordain in festival will turn from their office to black funeral.
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him. And go, Sir Paris. Everyone prepare to follow this fair course unto her grave. The heavens do lower upon you for some ill. Move them no more by crossing their high will. If I may trust the flattering truth of sleep, my prince present with joyful news at hand.
My bosom floor sits lightly in his throne, and all this day an unaccustomed spirit lifts me above ground with cheerful thoughts. I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think, and breathed such life kisses in my lips that I revived and was an emperor. Me! How sweet is love itself possessed, when what love's shadows are so rich in joy. News from Verona! How now, Balthazar? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? Is my father well? How doth my lady Juliette? That I ask again, for nothing can be ill if she be well.
Then she is well and nothing can be ill. She will soon sleep in Capel's monument, and her immortal part with angels live. She will be laid low in her kindred's vault. I presently took post to tell it you. Oh, pardon me for bringing you these ill news, since you did leave it to my officer.
Is it even so?
Then I deny you, stars! Thou knowest my lodging. Give me ink and paper and hire post horses. I will hence
I
tonight.
beseech you, sir, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild and due in course of misadventure.
Trust thou art deceived. Leave me and do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters to me from the friar?
Oh, my good lord.
No matter. Get thee gone and hire those horses. I'll be with thee straight. Mischief. Thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men.
I do remember an apothecary. And if a man did need a poison now, whose sale is present death in Mantua, here lives a caitiff wretch would sell at him.
Whoa, apothecary! Apothecary!
You call so loud! Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold. There is 40 ducats. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear that will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to any he that utter them.
Art thou so barren, full of wretchedness, and fierce to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, need and oppression starveth in thine eyes. Contempt and beggary hang upon thy back.
The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world affords no law to make thee rich. Then be not poor, but break it, and take this.
'Tis my poverty, but not my will that consents.
Pray thy poverty and not not thy will.
Add this to any liquid that you will, and drink it off.
If you had the strength of 20 men, it will dispatch you straight.
Here's thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls. Doing more murder in this loathsome world than these poor compounds that he mayest not sell. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Farewell. Buy food and get thyself in flesh. Come cordial and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there must I use thee.
Welcome from Mantua. What says Romeo? Or if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
Going to find a barefoot brother out, one of your order to associate me, here in this city visiting the sick, and finding him. The searchers of the town suspected that we both were in a house where the infectious pestilence did reign, sealed up the doors and would not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bear my letter then to Romeo?
I could not send it. Here it is again, nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Oh, unhappy fortune! By my brotherhood, that letter was not nice, but full of charge. Of dear import, and the neglecting it made too much danger. Good friend, go hence. Get me an iron crow and bring it straight unto myself.
Father, I'll go and bring it thee.
Now must I to the monument alone. Within this 3 hours shall fair Juliet wake. She will beshrew me much that Romeo hath had no notice of these accidents. But I will write again to Mantua, and keep her at my cell till Romeo comes. Poor living corse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Put not another sin upon my head by urging me to fury. Stay not. Be gone. Live. And hereafter say, madman's mercy, bid thee run away.
I do defy thy commiseration and apprehend thee for a felony here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy.
I am slain, but if thou be merciful, please, open the tomb, lay me with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kinsman. Noble county Paris, to think it was so. Oh, give me thy hand, one writ with me in sorry misfortune's book. I'll bury thee in a triumphant grave. A grave? No. A lanthorn, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this vault a feasting presence, full of light. How oft, when men are at the point of death, have they been married, which their keepers call a lightning before death? Oh, how may I call this a lightning? My love, my wife, death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Thou art not conquered. Beauty's ensign yet is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Why art thou yet so fair? I will believe, shall I believe, that unsubstantial death is amorous, and that the lean, abhorred monster keeps thee here in dark to be his paramour? For fear of that, I will stay with thee, and never from this palace of dim night depart again. Here's to thy health, where'er thou tumblest in. Here's to my love. Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus with a kiss I die.
What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison I see hath been his timeless end. Oh, churl drank all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them, so that I may die with a restorative.
ground is bloody. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you, whoever you find, attack! Pitiful sight. Here lies the county slain, and Juliette bleeding, warm and newly dead, who here have lain these 2 days buried. Go, tell the prince, run to the Capulets, raise up the Montague, some other search! We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these piteous woes we cannot, without circumstance, describe.
Here's Romeo's man. I found him in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince come hither.
Here was Friar. Purple sizing boots. He took his manic as he was coming from this churchyard side.
Great suspicion. Stay the friar too.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning's rest?
What should it be that they so shrink abroad?
All the people in the streets cry Romeo, some Juliette, and some Paris, and all run with open outcry to our monument.
What fear is this which startles in your ears?
The sovereign, here lies the County Paris slain, and Romeo dead, and Juliette dead before, warm and new killed.
Heaven. Why? Look how our daughter bleeds.
Me. The sight of death is as a bell that warns my old age to a sepulchre.
Montague, for thou art early up, to see thy son and heir now early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is mute tonight. Grief of my son since I exile has stopped her breath.
Further woe conspires against my age.
Look and thou shalt see.
Oh. Thou untaught! What manners is in this to press before thy father to a grave?
Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliette. And she there dead, that's Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen wedding day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death banished the new-made bridegroom from the city. All this I know. And to the marriage, her nurse is privy. If I in this miscarried by my fault, let my own life be sacrificed some hour before the time unto the rigor of severest law.
Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hate? That heaven finds means to kill your joys with love?
Well, Brother Montague, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more. For I will raise her statue in pure gold, that while Verona, as that name is known, there shall no figure at that rate be set, as that is true and faithful Juliet.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. The sun for sorrow will not show his head. Go forth to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was there a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.